Give you 15 seconds. I ain't going. Christian, take them and go. No, sir. Enough. The kids are in a worry. Can't stay around all night. Come on, get them out of the way and...
Mr. Cunningham, is that you, Mr. Cunningham? Don't you remember me? I'm Jean Louis Finch. You bought us a big bag of tunic greens, remember? Scout? I go to school with your boy Walter. Well, is your boy 80, sir? Oh, he was your boy. Maybe he told you about me because I beat him up one time. But he was real nice about it. Tell Walter, hey for me, won't you? My father was telling me about your entailments. He said they are bad. Atticus, I was just saying to Mr. Cunningham that entailments are bad, but I remember you said not to worry. It takes long sometimes, but you will all write it out together. What is it? Can't anybody tell me? Mr. Cunningham, what's the matter?
The matter with the lady, and some of my boys said, hey, let's talk here, boys. We're going home.
They're going.
Look that way.
Atticus, can we go home now?
Looks like we can.
I thought Mr. Cunningham was a friend.
Still, he just has his blind spots along with the rest of us.
But he still really hurt you.
He was part of a mob, but the mob's always made up of people, and Mr. Cunningham steals a man. What you children did, you made him remember that.
Mr. Finch, they're gone?
They're gone. They won't bother you anymore.
Thank you, Mr. Finch.
You're gonna have a busy time. Better get on with your sleep.
You better get some sleep too.
That was my intention.
Good night, folks. Can I carry the chair for you, Mr. Finch?
Why, son? Thank you.
I want to go home.
You two certainly know mine very well.
Atticus, what was it you said we did to Mr. Cunningham?
You made him stay in my shoe for a minute.
The following Monday, Atticus told us to stay at home, and for a while we did. People were streaming into town like it was Saturday. Seemed like the whole county was coming for Tom Robinson's trial. When Jem, Bill and I reached the courthouse square, we found it covered with picnic parties. Apparently, the trial was to be a gala occasion. There was no room at the public preaching rail. Mules and wagons were parked under every available tree. People were washing down biscuit and syrup with warm milk from fruit jars. Some were gnawing on cold chicken and cold fried pork chops. In a far corner of the square, the negroes sat quietly in the sun, dining on sardines and crackers. At some invisible signal, they all got up and started into the courthouse. We didn't want Atticus to see us, so we waited. Then, there was no seats left. Reverend Skites asked if we chairs to sit on the coloured side of the balcony. Jem said, "Gosh, yes," and we went in with him. By the time we got there, the trial was already started. The prosecutor, Mr. Gilmore from Abbotsville, was taking testimony from Hecate. In your own words, Mr. Finch.
Well, I was called.
This is the jury, Mr. Finch, who called you?
I was fetched by Bob, Mr. Bob, ever younger one night.
Sir.
The night of November 21st, I was in my office to go home when Mr. Errol came in. Very later he was and said, get into his house, get some people and death.
Did you go?
Certainly, got in the car and ran as fast as I could.
And what did you find?
Found her lying on the floor. She was pretty well beat up, but I hit her to the feet and she washed her face in a bucket and she said it was alright.
Go on.
I asked Paul who hurt her and he said it was Tom Robinson. Asked her if he beat her up like that. She said, yes, he had. Asked her if he took advantage of her. She said, yes, he did. I went down to Robinson's house and brought him back. She identified me as the one, so I took me in. That's all there was to it.
Thank you. Any questions, Atticus?
Do you call a doctor? Sheriff? No, sir. Why didn't? It wasn't necessary, Mr. Finch, but she was mighty banged up. And you didn't?
It answered the question, Atticus.
Just wanted to make sure, Judge. Sheriff, you said she was mighty banged up. In what way? Just describe injuries. There were bruises coming on her arms and she had a black eye starting. Which eye? Let's see. Her left. Her left facing you. Oh, I'm looking the same way you were. That the right. It was the right eye, Mr. James. I remember now. She was banged up on the side on her face. Please should do what I say. Her right eye. No, you said she was banged up on that side of her face. Which side? The right side. That's all.
Heck.
Robert Adele. Trying to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
Mr. Robert Adele?
That's mine, Captain.
Are you the father of Mela Adele?
Well, if I ain't, I can't do anything about it now. I must it. Are you the father of Miela Ewell? Yes, sir. Get this straight. There will be no audibly obscene speculations of any subject from anybody in this courtroom. Do you understand? Alright, Mr. Gilmore.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Ella, just what happened on the evening of November 21st?
I was coming home from work with a load of kindling. As I was at the fence, I heard Marilla screaming like strap mob inside the house.
What time was it, Mr. Ella?
Just for sundown. Well, I was saying, Marilla was screaming like
Yes, she was screaming.
She was holding a holy racket. So I dropped my load and ran as fast as I could up the window. And I see that black nigger yonder attacking Marilla. Mr. Jem, take Miss Jean Lewis home. Mr. Jem, you hear me?
Scout, go home. You and Scout, go home.
You can't make me.
I think it's okay, Raven. She doesn't understand.
I most certainly do. I can understand. I think you can. This ain't fit for Miss Jean Lewis or you boys. Quiet. There's been a request that this courtroom be cleared of spectators, or at least of women and children. A request that for the time being will be denied. People generally see what they look for and hear what they listen for, and they have the right to make whatever decision they decide best for their children. You may feel there's something here to be learned, or you may decide you do not wish to face this problem. It's up to you to make the decision. I suggest you do it right now. I'm interrupting this trial for a 10-minute recess.